It has been 3 years since Operation Save Our Sons set out to attack and transform the culture of violence here in Jacksonville. They are continuing that mission with their annual summit where hundreds of young men from across the city will come together under the theme that Young Lives Matter, and it is happening tomorrow. So joining us now, Pastor John Gons with Operation Save Our Sons and two of the young men who have been involved in this program for the last year. And thank you all for being here so much. We appreciate it.
Listen, thank you all always for creating an opportunity for us to share the unique message.
And I've been to the last two events, so it's so inspiring to see all these young men, young people coming together. What's in store for this year's summit?
Our theme this year is Dare to be Different, and the purpose is always to put them in a moment or in an encounter whereby something is said or done that triggers, that inspires, that somehow sends them home thinking and rethinking the direction and course of their lives.
And why did you start the summit? Why do you think having this is so important?
Well, you know, it's interesting bringing together this many young men, and tomorrow, we're looking at over 500 young men. Bringing this many young men together, many of them are a part of certain subcultures, and allowing them to experience, mentorship and camaraderie that's positive and that's impactful. And at the end of the day, it ultimately touches them at very deep levels.
And we can see the video. This is from last year.
Yeah.
It's so powerful, that moment I specifically remember. But you were there, both of you were there last year. What things really stood out for you? What made this event so special for you?
Okay, Operation Save Our Sons' primary goal is to educate. And last year, the program helped me realize the leader that I could be. Because before this program, I was on the rough side. Yeah. So I believe that this program has really helped me become the leader that I can be. And I want the other students that's struggling to realize that this program could help them too. So tomorrow, the summit, I believe, is going to be special for us.
Yeah. What about you? What made it so special for you last year?
Actually, we are going into the elementary schools and helping them out. Right now, we're teaching at 3 schools, Annie R. Morgan, St. Clair Evans, and Martin Luther King. And we're just trying to make sure that they get on the right track. Start young before anything happens while they're in high school. You
mentioned, too, just for people who might be feeling like they might be alone and trying to make that adjustment, and they look at this and wonder, can that really help me? How can a summit this one day help me? What would you say to them?
It can, because when they see leaders like us, because we're just like them, we're students, we're just like them, and when they see us, I know they realize that they could do it too.
How does it feel to hear them speak about just the impact this has made for them?
It's encouraging, and over the years, I've seen a lot of young men murdered or incarcerated. And when I see these young men and the fact that, not only are they a part of the summit, but they're a part of our ongoing initiative in schools. Operation Save Our Sons has hired high school young men to mentor other young men in schools. It's a partnership. It's a partnership with the district, and it comes out of the summit. These young men are a part of the summit, and they have great families and they have great schools. But the summit partners with what they want to be. And you were there last year, to see 6 different, known groups, entertainment groups. Some would call them gangs, but, not in Jacksonville. Groups, and nothing happened that would be considered a big issue. Yeah. Because the summit is a positive place and a positive hope.
We are so excited to have it coming up in its 3rd year. The summit is tomorrow from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and it's free for anyone, any young man who wants to come out. It's going to be at Edward Waters College. So if you're interested, make sure you check it out. You're more than welcome to come out.